dinhi.
Pa, inighuman sa akong kontrata dinhi. Mupauli ko dayon diha. Sa pagkakaroon, niya na manggit ko dinhi. Mangwarta lang sa akong maayong, ha?
Oh, sige, good. Ay, ito din, nak. Wala may duwaw-duwaw na ko dinhi mong amiga. Muhapit naman na siya dinhi pa doon sa trabaho.
Mao ba pa? Busy siguro? Ay, sige lang, ako lang tawagan pa. Magsige raman og ring. Di man matupag. Busy siguro kayo. Ako lang wasad siguro itong mangluod na ako. Ngawa na ako mapasabot niya. Ay, paabotan na ako kano sa siya mo-chat na ako. Nanawag na kit ay. Hello, Day.
Unsa man ka? Dili gid mo undangan og samo kang akong anak. Ikaw na pa hinungdan kung nganong naghikog siya.
Unsa? Unsa naghikog ati Marisa? Ha?
Kana mo'y akong kikahadlukan kaayo, Priscilla, nga moabot ang panahon nga naay masakit o mawa man ang mahal nako sa kinabuhi. O wa na ko'y mahimo, kay ni ako sa layo.
Hangtod karon. Di pagyapon ko makatuo nga. Wa na di akong best friend. Ug ako pagid mo igibasol siyang inahan. Tungod ba kay disulti ko ni tinuod? Sa paday na nako. Kaysa naman kasultihan ako ron sa akong mga problema. Si Christine na lang yun. Ako siyang tawagan.
Sorry pero dili na ko makaana ni mo, Jean. Niuli ko sa Pilipinas.
Unsa? Nga naman?
Nagbuwag namin ni Raver. Wala naman ko makasabot niya, uy. Nausap naman siya pagbalik na ako. Mura siya, kuha siyang kaugalingon. Mura siya nailaing yun na una. Huwag naibaw ko nga dili na ako.
Christine.
Pero sige lang. Naibaw man ko nga pilarami nga friends ni mo diha. Ako lang sing ingnon nga magkita mo para makapagawas kasi mo gibati.
Aha? Gibati? Ayaw, uy. Huwag ko gibati niya, good. Hello? Christine? Kinsa ba di ka kisigiha ko na una ni Reefer?
Ikaw?
Raver, nisagot ko nga magkita ta para di malain si Christine. Kaya dili ko gusto magkuna-una siya nga natin misunderstanding. Pero ayoko binuangig ingon ana.
Ikaw raman may wa makasabot. Ako nakasabot kay ko sa kong gibati. Og seryoso ko. Nainlove na ko nimo, Jean.
Raver.
Jean, may mo ba di na to pugna ng atong kaugalingon? Nga di ta maguna-una sa lain. I love you.
Sige. Masugot ko. Pero taguon lang una ni nato, okay? Dili ko gustong...
Nakasabot ko. Nakasabot ko. Ang gusto na akong madungog nga mahal sa ko nimo.
I love you too.
You look happy.
I am.
That's good. Because I have a favor to ask.
What is it?
Can you be my caregiver until I die?
What?
Please, Jean. You are the only caregiver I can trust. I know this is too much to ask, but it would really make me happy.
Sir Theo.
Unsa ka kung imo na lang dadon ang imong papa din eh. O ano na lang mong puyo hangtod sa hangtod.
Bitaw, no? Pero, kinahanglan magod nga mag-green card holder sa ako. O na akong mahimo nga US citizen. Mag-research ako bahin, ana. O buhaton ako ang tanan para madana ko si Papa din sa California. Ready na yung mga butang pa?
Oh, nak, sigurado yung ka nga ato na tamo puyo sa California.
O, lagi pa. Gusto ko mapuyo dito hangtod sa hangtod. O gusto ti ka makauban. Ato ta magsugod og bago.
O kauban pa gyud nako ang akong pinangga nga amahan. Ug wa na ko laing pangayon pa. Dinhi na lang kutob. Daghang salamat. Inyo matatampo, Jen. Mga kasama, maugato ang katapusang sumpay sa suwatampo ni Jen, dinining atong tulumanon, bagong bayani. Kundo na kamoy sibilanon sa OFW, suwata kini gipada sa RMN Production Center, Jose Martinez Building, Rome 302, 3rd floor, Osmeña Boulevard, Cebu City. May musad nga inyo kining ipada sa DUAW Cebu, Broadcast Center, Capitol Site, Corner Iscario Street, and F. Ramos Extension, Cebu City. Og sa bagong email ad, bagongbayani_612@yahoo.com.ph. Kining sa ginanon gisuwat sa radyo ni Carol Marie Hikain. Ugabon sa direksyon ni Cecil Daniusos Cabrera. Spinner, Randy Tayat. Editor, Lloyd Gabiana. Soundman, Aldwin Nacorda. Kini si Priscilla Ragana, sumiingon. Hangtod sa sunod kayon, daghang salamat sa inyong pagpaminaw.
The story begins in 1863, when an English ship's carpenter and barrel maker named William Marsters arrived on this uninhabited paradise. He came with 3 Polynesian wives Akaka-Ingaro, called Sarah, Teppo, and Batavia, each a cousin to the others. Marsters had first seen the island 3 years earlier while working on a whaling ship, and was so charmed by its beauty that he decided to settle there permanently, hired as a caretaker to tend coconut plantations. He built everything from scratch using shipwreck timber and driftwood to construct homes, a church, and a school. Before his death in 1899, William divided the island into 3 parts, one for each wife and her descendants. He fathered about 23 children, and by 1973, over 1,000 of his descendants were living across Rarotonga and New Zealand. Today, 3 family branches remain on Palmerston, each descended from one of William's 3 wives, with marriage within a family group prohibited. The island is reachable only by boat, making it one of the last truly remote inhabited places on our planet. Getting to Palmerston Island isn't like booking a flight or catching a ferry. There's no airport, no airline services, and the island is strongly reliant on a somewhat irregular cargo boat service. Your options? They're extremely limited. The main way to reach Palmerston is on a cargo boat from Rarotonga, the capital of the Cook Islands, about 310 miles away. And this journey takes approximately 8 days. 8 days on a cargo vessel across the open ocean just to reach a population of 35 people. But here's the catch. The cargo boat service departs Rarotonga for Palmerston and the other southern group islands only once or twice a month. And even when a boat is scheduled, it could be days, even weeks before it actually departs. The most frequent visitors to Palmerston actually arrive by private yacht, and by frequent, we're talking about only around a dozen yachts per year. It's generally best to arrive during daytime, because the islanders can then see you approach and will invariably scramble to be the first one to meet you offshore in one of their boats. And they need to meet you, because the passage through the reef is narrow and quite treacherous, requiring assistance from the islanders. But why the rush to greet visitors first? That's because of an unusual tradition. The first person to welcome a visitor to the island has to host them. The family that hosts you is the only family with the right to barter with you during your visit to the island. This competition between families to reach visitors first has created some tension over the years. But it's also a glimpse into what makes Palmerston so fascinating, a place where extreme isolation has created its own unique rules and customs. So whether you're on a cargo ship or a private yacht, arriving at Palmerston means you're about to enter one of the most remote communities on Earth, where everyone knows everyone, and where your arrival is a major event. Once you arrive, there's no leaving until the next cargo ship, which could be months away. So what's life actually like when you're trapped on a 1 square mile island with 35 people who are all related? So you've made it to Palmerston. Now what? Welcome to a world where there are no shops, no restaurants, no gas stations, no hotels, and only 2 toilets for the entire island. Here survival starts with the basics. Residents rely on cisterns and rainwater collection for drinking water. There's no natural freshwater source on the island. Every drop coming from the sky is important. Electricity and other modern utilities are available, with communication provided by Vodafone Cook Islands for landline, internet, and cellular service, plus Starlink for high-speed satellite internet. The island runs on solar-powered electricity, a relatively recent upgrade that's transformed life here. The lagoon gives them most of their food. They catch shellfish and parrotfish almost every day. When the cargo ship arrives, they sell frozen parrotfish to Rarotonga. That's how they make money. There's no store in the island. Nothing to buy, but people still need money for when the cargo ship comes. They need to buy food, gas, and diesel. People make money 2 ways: selling fish or working for the government. The government jobs changed everything. Now 14 people work for the island administration. Every morning they meet for prayers, all wearing blue uniforms. Then they go to their jobs running generators, planting vegetables, maintaining the island. The island has 1 school, 1 church, and very few public services. At school, every day starts with kids reciting a pledge with their hand on a Bible. I promise myself to my Lord Jesus Christ. I promise myself to my country, Cook Islands. I promise myself to my school, Palmerston Lucky School. The church is the center of island life. On Sundays, a bell rings for service. After church, no one works or plays. The island goes quiet. The pathways are swept clean and lined with coconut logs and little lamps. It looks beautiful at night. At 4 p.m. every day, about half the island plays volleyball. Kids play their own version of baseball. People swim in the clear lagoon. No one uses money on the island. There's nothing to buy anyway. There are no cars. But most families own a big aluminum boat for fishing and getting around the lagoon. Here's a big problem. If someone gets seriously sick, they have to travel 300 miles to Rarotonga for medical help. There's no hospital here. Life is simple. No Netflix, no food delivery, no 24-hour stores. Just fishing, family, and faith. But this simple life hides a serious problem, one that could end this community forever. Remember when we said the population is 35 people? It used to be much bigger. By 1973, over 1,000 descendants of William Marsters were alive. But most of them left. They moved to Rarotonga. They moved to New Zealand. And they never came back. Why? Because of a problem that nobody talks about. When everyone on the island shares the same blood, finding a partner becomes dangerous. William Marsters divided the island between his 3 wives, and he made one rule. You cannot marry someone from your own family branch. You have to marry someone from a different branch. But with only 35 people total, the choices are extremely limited. The former mayor of Palmerston once admitted something shocking to reporters. He said, "My wife's father and my father were brothers. I didn't know it, but by the time we found out, it was too late, and we already had kids." There have been multiple cases like this. People got married only to find out later they were closely related. This is why young people leave the island. They want more options for marriage. They want healthy children. They want to avoid the genetic risks that come with marrying relatives. Cook Islanders automatically get New Zealand citizenship, so for young people from Palmerston, leaving is easy. Getting to New Zealand means education, jobs, opportunities, and most importantly, a bigger dating pool. Many young adults spend years working in New Zealand before returning home. Some never come back at all. Elders on the island fear the population will keep falling. The latest generation shows more interest in leaving than staying. The island tried to stop the decline. They created government jobs. They improved health and education. For a short time, it worked. Palmerston was the only outer island in the Cook Islands where the population was actually growing, but now it's declining again. The residents even reached out to the world, hoping to attract new migrants to live on the island. They have more land than they can farm. They need new people, new families, new blood. So far, there are no volunteers to live on the edge of the earth. At this rate, how long can Palmerston survive? Some believe the community will still be here in 150 years. Others aren't so sure. The island that started with 1 man and 3 wives now faces an uncertain future, because having everyone related to everyone else isn't sustainable forever.